Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria, is arguably the most beautiful and the most developed in terms of infrastructure in West Africa region. In this video, I want to discuss how Abuja was created and why Nigeria moved administrative capital from Lagos to Abuja. Abuja is known for being one of the few purpose-built capital cities in Africa, as well as being one of the wealthiest and most expensive, but there is more to the city of Abuja than meets the eye. Abuja lies in the center of Nigeria in the Federal Capital Territory. It is one of the few capital cities in the world that is built from scratch from an architectural plan such as Brasilia in Brazil and Canberra in Australia. It was built in the 1980s based on a master plan by Japanese Architect Kenzo Tange. Abuja was created as a symbol of Nigeria's aspirations for unity and greatness. On February 4, 1976, a decree was issued establishing Abuja as the federal capital of Nigeria. It would take 15 years before the seat of government moved. An aborted coup attempt in 1990 rattled military president Ibrahim Babangida into deciding he needed to exchange cramped and vulnerable Lagos for the relatively safety of Abuja, where the new presidential palace nestled between the 400-meter Aso Rock. Abuja replaces the country's most populous city of Lagos as the capital on 12 December 1991 under the leadership of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, the president at the time. The initial work of Abuja planning and implementation were carried out by the military government of General Muritala Mohammed and Olusegun Obasanjo and carried over into the civilian government administration of Alhaji Shehu Shagari. Construction started in the late 1970s, but due to economic and political instability, the initial stages of the city were not complete until the late 1980s. One of the reasons why Nigeria decided to move the administrative capital from Lagos to Abuja was because a lot of problems began to arise in Lagos. Lagos began to face problems common to many capital cities. Problems such as overcrowding, poor housing, and lack of sufficient facilities and infrastructure. As well, Lagos is on the coast, making it vulnerable to attack by external forces. Brazil's decision to relocate its capital from Rio de Janeiro to Brasilia was based on the same logic. Abuja lies at 1,180 feet above sea level and has a cooler climate and less humidity than is found in Lagos. Nigeria set out to research the world capital cities: Brasilia in Brazil, Islamabad in Pakistan, Paris in France, St. Petersburg in Russia, and Washington DC in United States were all considered. Nigeria was searching for a central area where all people would be equally represented in the aftermath of the Civil War. The location has to be a pleasant climate, abundance of land, and plenty of water. Teams dispersed to 12 potential locations in each of Nigeria's 12 states at the time. Finally, a group traveled to Paris to admire Haussmann's expanded boulevard, which were designed to allow air to move freely and promote a healthy environment. Given the cramped conditions in Lagos, Nigerians may have been aware of the significance of such design elements. Nigeria also looked at the Washington DC's public space architecture. Of course, with the architecture of l'Enfant, Washington DC was modeled after Paris. With Paris and Washington in mind, they chose a location in the country center that was home to a variety of ethnic groups, none of which were dominant. Abuja would soon join a growing list of cities modeled after Washington DC, including Brazil's third largest city, Belo Horizonte, a non-coastal slice of paradise. General Mohammed announced in 1976 that the area was not under the jurisdiction of any of the country's major ethnic groupings. He said, "We believe that a new capital built on such virgin areas will serve as a symbol of Nigeria unity and oneness for all Nigerians. All Nigerians will have access to the federal territory." It goes further to say, in order to eliminate land speculation in the area, a decree is being promulgated immediately vesting all land in the federal territory in the federal government. International Planning Associates, a collaboration of companies, won a competition. The preparations were substantial, taking advantage of the terrain's contours. The design imagined streets and communities that were less rectilinear and more individualized than those seen in Islamabad or Brasilia, for example. A central zone with government offices and cultural institutions on broad avenues, as well as residential and shopping zones, were established. Water supply, airport, schools, healthcare facility, and public transportation were among the government facilities. Water and telephone services for 1 million people were in place by 1987. The population at the time was just 15,000 people. In 1988, a university was established. The area turned out to be a huge hit. People flocked to Abuja at a rate quicker than houses could be constructed. Even plentiful water became scarce, prompting the construction of dams to provide additional drinking water and energy. Private developers were encouraged to build. President Obasanjo declared universal basic education a national priority, and 285 public schools, 80 private primary schools, and 65 secondary schools were created as a result. A number of hospitals were constructed and 300 doctors relocated to Abuja. The new capital tagline was created, Center of Unity. As the capital city of Nigeria and the center of Nigeria government, most of the headquarters of the government agencies and foreign embassies are situated in Abuja. But this is not all Abuja is known for. The city is arguably the most beautiful in Nigeria and in West Africa region. The president of the country, senators, and most of the other top politicians in Nigeria all live in city of Abuja. It is always the first point of call whenever any important person in the world is coming to the country. The city is served by Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The city central area contains the city hall, national cultural institutions, and other government-related offices. It also contains the Trade Arms Zone, which is home to the Presidential Palace, the National Assembly, the Supreme Court, the National Arboretum, and the National Christian Center, the National Mosque, and Millennium Park, the largest park in Abuja. The National Children's Park and Zoo is nearby. Other areas provide housing, shopping facility, and other urban amenities. The National Stadium, a large multi-sport arena, is located on the western edge of the central area. Abuja has an international airport, and expressways connect the federal capital with other cities. Power lines and underground cables conduct electricity to the city. The Shiroro Dam on the Niger River southwest of Abuja is one source. In summary, the area now known as Abuja was chosen for Nigeria's new capital because of its central location, easy accessibility, good climate, and low population density, and the availability of land for future expansion. One of the major problems common to capital cities worldwide is overcrowding. Will Abuja experience this in the future just like Lagos? Time will tell. You can watch my video about Accra next. Should Ghana move capital city out of Accra? Thanks for watching, and God bless.